Joining us now on the show, great to welcome a woman who's written a book, really an updated revision of the book that has been very successful. It's called I Don't Know What I Want, but I Know It's Not This. We're joined today by Julie Jansen on the telephone. And Julie, good to talk with you. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, Doug. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to have a chance to talk with you. I've heard of this book. I'm sorry we didn't have a chance to talk when it first came out, but I'm glad we had a chance today to do it because this has been a very helpful book to a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you.
When did it first come out? Was it 2001?
It came out in 2003,
okay.
And then I updated it in 2010 and during the recession, and now this is 2016, where the job market is considerably improved.
Is it better out there today? You hear all conflicting reports. Is it a little bit better?
You do. You do. You hear a lot of stuff left over from the recession. What it is it's different. It's very competitive from the standpoint of there's still unemployed people looking for work, there are underemployed people looking for work, and now employed people are keeping an eye out because they kind of stayed stuck for a while, you know. So it just means a lot more candidates for the same jobs.
Yeah, that's the issue there. There are jobs there, but you're competing with maybe 20 people instead of 5 people, right, for each job.
Yeah, or maybe 300 people.
Or 300, yeah. That's the tough part. Well, your book gets into that a bit, but I guess more importantly, for people that are maybe stuck in a job they don't like, finding what you really want to do, right?
Yes, it's really what the premise is. I mean, yeah, it helps to, give you job search tips, but it's really, wow, I've done this for 15 years and I don't want to do it, or I've done it for 4 years and I know I don't want to do it, so now how do I figure out what's next?
Yeah, what is the...
Which is hard for people.
I was saying, the people kind of get, you obviously need money to live on, you need that check every week. It's tough to kind of make a break from that.
It is really hard for people. It's psychologically... people start off from the standpoint of, I don't think I can do anything different. So they have to kind of get over that and the way they do is what's outlined in the book is really get to know, figure out why they're unhappy, first of all. So which of the 6 work situations do they fall into? Are they bored and plateaued? Then they're done that, but they still need to earn. Do they want to be on their own? And once they figure that out, they can jump to this 3-step process and start figuring out who they are and what would make them happy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially in kind of larger companies, you find yourself, I can't really go anywhere from where I am now, either get promoted or find anything more interesting to do here. So you just kind of get bored where you are, right? So a lot of people in that boat.
Yeah, and I always tell people it's very normal to be bored, and it's fine. Don't beat yourself up because you're bored. We all need to go on to different challenges and learn something new. So just get over it and just say, okay, I'm bored. If I tried everything I can to fix my situation and not be as bored, and it didn't work, then I know it's time to find that next great thing.
What would you say if you're in a company like that? I guess go to HR first, see if you can get something better where you are, and then if that doesn't pan out, then look elsewhere,
that's always
right?
ideal.
Yeah.
I think there are probably half companies out there really support that internal movement, and then the other half kind of don't. And so you have to kind of know, where you work. Is that the culture? Is it acceptable? And then, sure, post for other jobs within and make it known to certain people that you're open to a new opportunity. And even just shake it up from the standpoint of, sitting on special projects or volunteering or taking initiative to change something. Even those could help you with your boredom.
And you went through this yourself, right? Just reading through the notes. I mean, you were in a couple of different jobs you didn't really like, and then you did this yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't know that it was. I got bored all the time every 3 years. And so I just said, this is ridiculous. And so I went to school for, I was in your field in radio and TV for a short time, like 5 years. And then I went into sales, and then I sold all sorts of things. And then I started my own business 16 years ago. And I have to say, I've never been bored, Doug.
Well, I find myself the same way. I mean, you do media work, it's different variations of it, but sometimes you just got to move on, do something different. So it just keeps your motivation. If you get bored too long, then you really just sit there and you get complacent. Not good, right?
Yeah, it's not healthy. It isn't healthy, and nobody else wants to be around you either.
Right. Well, the book, again, for people that are not aware, you have a lot of different parts to it, and the career assessment quizzes. I guess a lot of people maybe do that, in their high school years, but it's good to do that every once in a while, isn't it? After that.
Yeah, and then they're easy. I mean, they're not demanding, so it's just check, 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 circle, circle, so, people do say, oh my gosh, this was so helpful, because I honestly never did any of these things. I mean, you might pick up a magazine and take something once in a while, or go online and take something, but yeah, so they're very useful, and they're a good foundation for moving forward to figure out what's next.
You get a lot of resources in the back as well. For people looking for work, obviously you just can't go online and do that alone, but I guess that is helpful, right, just to kind of see what's out there?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And, I mean, there's the resources I completely updated with new ones, and there's a whole bunch of websites, and then there's a whole section on job search and how to, deal with having keywords on your resume and having a LinkedIn profile and, all of those sort of contemporary things you have to do nowadays.
Yeah, how has the job search changed since the first edition came out? I mean, it seems like it's totally different today than it was 10 years ago.
The only thing, you're right, the only thing that's the same is you still have to network. But I think job search is so focused on you have to fill out these long online applications. You have to, have a resume that has keywords but also is readable by a real person. You have to have a LinkedIn profile, or you should. It's recommended, because employers are now Googling people and looking at what their online presence is like, and do they have inappropriate photos on there, or do they not have an online presence, and then that they might be viewed as a little bit archaic.
So if you're not on there, then that raises a flag too. That's interesting.
Exactly. It works both ways, actually.
Yeah, what are you hiding? I guess. Right?
Yeah, you're hiding, or you just don't think it's important. And I've heard people say over and over again, I don't want anything to do with social media. And I say, well, it's not a strategy I recommend.
Yeah. I guess older people that didn't grow up in the computer age, they probably wouldn't gravitate to that.
I would say they might be the prevalent population, but there's also plenty of younger people who refuse to do it.
Is that right? Oh, okay. I figured they grew up in it, they'd be all over that. But
And, it's a privacy thing, though. People don't want. I mean, I know I'm very careful with Facebook.
Sure.
It's just everybody's different, and so it's just but just keep it simple, keep it clean, keep it professional, and you're in good shape.
Are companies, you mentioned, people switching jobs or trying to, if they have a job, find another one. Are companies more apt to hire somebody that's already working? Or it seems sometimes that they may say, well, you're already working, we really don't want you to, you may not really want to leave and come here. Is that an issue at all?
No, I don't think so. I think it works both ways in that I think companies are open to people who are not working now more than they ever were. It used to be the stigma. If you weren't working, a company didn't want to hire you.
Right.
And I think companies they're fearful of counter-offers, so that someone might stay even if they make them an offer. But I don't think that's a real issue for companies.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, a lot of people underemployed, so that adds to the problem. But a lot of great information in this book. Again, it's called I Don't Know What I Want, but I Know It's Not This, a step-by-step guide to finding gratifying work. The newly revised, updated edition. We've been talking with Julie Jansen today. And Julie, give out your website. People can get more information on you in the book.
Sure, that'd be great, Doug. It's www.juliejansen.net.
Great, and I guess you'll update it in the next 3 or 4 years, right? As
oh my goodness, let's not go there. It just went on sale yesterday, Doug. Please.
Well, as things change, you'll keep an eye on it. But in the meantime,
yes, I promise you.
Yes, it went on sale on March 1st. So congratulations again on the book. Hopefully we can talk to you again, and hope things are going well up in Connecticut. I grew up a little bit south here in Long Island.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, thanks so much for this.
Great. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Jack Jones, the singer's singer, honors Frank Sinatra on the 100th anniversary of his birth with a new CD aptly titled Seriously Frank.
The best is yet to come, babe. Won't it be fine?
This wonderful collection of songs reflects the life, times, and career of Mr. Sinatra, all interpreted in Jack's own soulful, reflective, and inimitable style.
When he was 17, it was a very good year.
In the words of Mr. Sinatra, Jack Jones is one of the major singers of our time, and Frank Jr. says that Jack is probably the best of us.
This is my first affair, so please be kind.
Enjoy and celebrate this 100th anniversary with this consummate tribute to Mr. Sinatra with the musical and vocal artistry of Jack Jones. This CD, Seriously Frank, is a wonderful way to appreciate the best of the best this holiday season and throughout this special anniversary year.
Oh, nothing at all, yeah. Nothing at all. Nothing at
Order Seriously Frank by Jack Jones at jackjonesmusicstore.com. That's jackjonesmusicstore.com.
If you'd like to order the book we're talking about, please go to DougMilesMedia.com and enter the author's name in the Amazon search box. Thank you for listening. Please come back soon for more conversations here at DougMilesMedia.com. This has been a presentation of Doug Miles Media, all rights reserved. You can listen to or download previous programs at iTunes, Stitcher.com, or Doug Miles